is Jesse Seeger. Jesse's from Squarepoint Capital, and he's going to talk a little bit about his journey to Gemini. So thank you, Jesse.
Thanks for having me, Jeff. So my role at Squarepoint, I'm the head of enterprise platform, which means I own the compute and storage space in our 3 core data centers across Europe, Asia, and North America. So as a growing hedge fund, the key driver to our business is data and how fast we can access the data. So I was challenged by our CTO to how can we do this better? How can we get the performance that our researchers want to see? How can we manage the systems better? And how can we avoid having to redo our infrastructure every 3 to 5 years? So with some conversations with the VAST team, we sort of went down this journey of Gemini. We had the conversation. The things that sort of drove us here were, from an operational standpoint, I didn't want to have to take downtime every time I want to add capacity. I didn't want to have to manage 10 different storage platforms. With this new system, I was able to deliver 2 million plus IOPS. I was able to deliver super high bandwidth while only having to do upfront pay for the capacity that we needed, while also having the growth ready to go for when the next data set needs to be onboarded. It's not a question of how long will it take us to onboard that data set. It's just a matter of dropping into place and letting the VAST team know, hey, we need another petabyte. It's already in place. It's already ready to be accessed. So with that, we sort of took that concept and sort of said, we looked at the old way of doing it. We had our old HPC, we had our old home drives, we had our basic production storage, and we took this as an opportunity to consolidate all those platforms into this one new VAST system on top of Gemini, which also let us now take our existing systems, which we already had in place, easily migrate our data over, and then build out 2 additional clusters in our Europe and Asia facility to sort of take advantage of some other features, some other use cases for VAST that we keep finding. The more we use the system, the more use cases we find. We're getting into all sorts of technologies, whether it's now building a on-premises Kubernetes infrastructure to sort of bring in some of those workloads we were doing in the cloud back on-prem due to cost. It's now, hey, we have VAST. VAST has a fantastic CSI integration. We're now able to utilize this as sort of our one-stop solution to sort of accommodate most use cases for the firm.
Cool. When we started the company and we decided to take the covers off, Jesse, we didn't kind of know what to call this thing because we thought it was so suitable for all these different workloads. So it's kind of a marketing hack. We called it universal storage, just because you can do most anything with it. And I think that Squarepoint is starting to live that dream. And we were talking last, and there's like half a dozen different storage systems you can consolidate down into one with this. And I love the story of giving your traders nearly double the kind of performance edge without having to go and kind of go and license you all the capacity that comes along with that. So it's just more affordable for you all and provides a foundation for scaling.
Absolutely. We were able to buy the hardware up front, but only pay for the capacity that we needed day one. And that's then cool. As we want to grow, it's already there. From my standpoint as head of platform, I want to find the solution that doesn't only give the traders what they want in terms of performance, in terms of use and access and reliability, I need to look for my team with how do we easily manage this infrastructure, as well as do we want to mess around with proprietary protocols or good old fashioned NFS, which is tried and true, and VAST has provided ways to give us that performance with NFS without having to really rewrite the book.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you, Jesse.